McQuaid. "The more action, the better." "I'm bored," McQuaid said. "But not for long." With a Draculan leer, he lunged at me and stuck his cold, wet hands under the front of my T-shirt. I swatted him with the flat of my trowel. "Stop it, McQuaid. This is a main street. People are watching." "Good. Let's sell tickets." McQuaid pinned my arms behind me and gave me a long, hard, and extremely satisfying kiss. "I'd make that a 10. It was Ruby Wilcox, my best friend and tenant. She owns the Crystal Cave, Pecan Springs' only New Age shop, which occupies the other space in my building. Ruby is 6 feet tall in her flats with orangey red hair and freckles. Usually she looks like Cher outfitted for a show at the Sands, but with her body and charm, she gets away with it. Monday is her day off, too, so she was wearing something casual. A wide-shouldered blue-gray jersey and skin-tight white calf-length pants. With her height and those giant shoulder pads, she reminded me of a cowboy linebacker. McQuaid released me and grinned at Ruby. "Gotta go. I've got a class at 1, and I haven't finished grading the quizzes." "Give 'em hell, McQuaid," Ruby said. As he climbed into his old blue Ford pickup, she gave the new fountain a critical look. "Cool," she said. "But don't you think it needs something? Lilies, maybe? A stone frog?" "Rome wasn't built in a day, Ruby. Give it time to grow moss." I turned to see Constance Letterman coming up the walk. "Is that your new fountain?" Constance asked. She's short and round, her tight brown curls, courtesy of Bobby Ray's House of Beauty, where perms are half price on Wednesdays. Squeezed into a bright orange and yellow checked pantsuit, she looked like a plastic pot scrubber. She scrutinized the fountain. "Looks kinda empty." "That's just what I was saying," Ruby said. "It needs lilies and a stone frog." Constance looked at Ruby. "Hate to tell you, Ruby, but Arnold won't run that ad for your fortune-telling class. He says it's a bad idea right now, what with people all upset about this satanic stuff." Constance is half gossip, half native philosopher, and holds a lifetime membership in the moral majority. She writes a column called News Roundup for the Pecan Springs Enterprise, which belongs to her cousin, Arnold Seidensticker. I think people read the column mainly to see their names in print. At 15,000, Pecan Springs is small enough that the Grapevine does a pretty fair job of keeping people informed. By the time an item makes the roundup, it's already made the rounds of the Donut Queen, Lily's Place, and half the churches in town. Everybody who wants to know knows, including some who don't. "It isn't a fortune-telling class," Ruby said. "It's a tarot class, and it has nothing to do with satanic cults." "You know that, and maybe I know that," Constance said judiciously. "But a lot of the folks reading the paper don't know that. It's for your own good, Ruby. People get it into their heads you're a witch. You could be in deep, serious trouble." "Nobody burns witches anymore," I said. "It's against the law." Constance folded her arms across her chest. "It's not burning that's at stake here." Ruby groaned, and I winced. Constance didn't appear to notice. "And it's not the law you got to think about either. People in Pecan Springs just plain don't like witches. Especially these days, what with the grand jury investigating the old Ellis case and digging up poor old Leota." Constance was talking about the mysterious death of Ralph Ellis, a 16-year-old boy whose body was found hanging from a horse-apple tree out on Cotton Gin Road one summer evening 2 years ago. In the absence of witnesses, and since the school counselor testified that Ralph was despondent over a girl, the death had been ruled a suicide. But that wasn't the end of it. The stories were quietly passed